Sony FE 90mm f2.8 Macro G OSS Review. How one-to-one magnification changed everything. You're hovering over a tiny flower with your camera, holding your breath, trying to nail the focus, but your hands shake and the image blurs just before you hit the shutter. You've tried 5 times already and every single shot is soft. The light is fading and you're running out of chances. Type me if this feels too real. Why does macro photography feel like fighting against physics itself? That suffocating frustration when every close-up shot comes back unusable because your lens can't focus close enough, or the stabilization just isn't there. Your expensive camera body sits idle while you miss the shot. You've been told macro is hard, but nobody mentioned it would feel this chaotic. There's a way to reclaim control and finally capture the details you've been chasing. Lean in. Then I put on the Sony FE 90mm f2.8 Macro G OSS and everything clicked. Don't just pick any macro lens, make sure it has built-in optical steady shot stabilization so you never feel that heart-sinking blur from handshake at one-to-one magnification ever again. This lens delivers true life-size one-to-one macro capability with a comfortable 90mm working distance, meaning you're not jamming the lens into the flower and casting shadows everywhere. The direct drive SSM autofocus locks on quietly and precisely. The 9-blade circular aperture creates bokeh so creamy it looks like melted butter, and the Super ED glass elements obliterate chromatic aberration even wide open at f2.8. I watched a wedding photographer nearly miss a ring detail shot during a tight timeline, then switch to this lens and nail it handheld in 3 seconds flat, with the OSS doing all the heavy lifting. The image was tack sharp, the background dissolved into pure silk, and the relief on her face was instant. Here's the bonus. This thing doubles as a portrait lens that rivals dedicated 85mm primes. Which feature surprises you most? Imagine cutting your macro setup time from 5 frustrating minutes to 5 confident seconds. Suddenly, you're capturing pin-sharp insect eyes handheld, shooting one-to-one product details without a tripod, nailing portrait headshots with bokeh that makes clients gasp, and delivering images so detailed they hold up on massive prints. You move from constant reshoot anxiety to absolute creative control. An optical test engineer called it nearly diffraction-limited performance across the entire sensor at f5.6, remarkable for any macro lens. A nature photography influencer with 7 years on this lens said, "The sharpness at 1-to-1 resolves details I cannot see with my naked eye on a 61-megapixel sensor." Real wedding photographers report using it more for portraits than macro because the rendering is that beautiful. A dental practice uses it daily for clinical documentation because the color accuracy and sharpness meet diagnostic standards. Worried about the price at around $1,000? Consider this. It replaces both a dedicated macro lens and a premium portrait lens, and the G-series build with weather sealing means it lasts a decade of professional use without degradation. One user printed 24 by 36-inch macro shots with 0 quality loss. Which result matters most to you? Comment 1 for sharpness, 2 for bokeh, 3 for versatility. Join the ones who already know that macro and portrait photography don't require separate premium lenses. The Sony FE 90mm f2.8 Macro G OSS delivers life-size magnification, portrait-grade bokeh, and optical stabilization in one razor-sharp package that works flawlessly across every scenario you throw at it. The affiliate link with full specs and current pricing is in the description and pinned comment below. If you're ready to stop fighting your gear and start capturing the details and portraits you've been dreaming about, this is your lens. You deserve shots this sharp.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.